Welcome back to Season 2 of Sailing Sitka. We are Jay and Kenna, two young Canadians who stepped outside the box of comfort and decided to act on their ambitions of sailing around the world. We first set sail from Victoria, BC, Canada, and have been adventuring around Mexico ever since. In this season, we'll be sailing on, further south and closer towards our dreams of exploring everywhere the sea touches. So sit back, subscribe, and enjoy the ride. Last week, we showed you that we spent our first couple days in Ziwa racing on a catamaran in order to raise money for Sailfest. Well, this week we dive a little deeper into the wonders of Ziwa and exactly why we spent 2 weeks on the hook here in this beautiful bay. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode, and we hope you enjoy.
Bit lonely and I look at Sitka and I gasp, turn around, Sitka, you're my pretty little girl, and you look so pretty in blue, and you're from Vancouver, BC, even though I've only taken you there twice, we're actually more from Victoria. Now go find that thing now.
Probably the easiest dinghy landing we've ever done in our life. The sand is super compact, so our wheels just brought her right up onto the beach here. Now we're about to go check out Zihuatanejo.
And Sitka is over there. We can right behind that Formosa.
So what the heck are these thingies? Look at that. Upon our first steps into town, we immediately spotted a few trees producing some sort of plant or fruit. We never did end up figuring it out, so if you have any idea of what it could have been, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below.
These are the biggest radishes I've ever seen in my life. They're the size of potatoes. That's awesome. And there's beets here.
Ooh, Jay.
I don't know what those are.
Oh, don't touch it. It's very prickly.
A giant ball sack shaped lychee.
Touch it, it's prickly. It's a prickly pear.
Kenna's addicted to these mangoes.
They're unreal, unreal.
Okay, like we can come back and grab some. Like they're gonna go bad if you get too many.
No, I'm gonna eat 1 or 2 a day. Anything else?
I'm gonna get cilantro, but that's there.
All throughout Mexico, there are crowded indoor markets where the local residents shop. We quickly realized it's where you definitely get the best bang for your buck. Within them, you'll find anything from fresh fruit, veggies, locally caught seafood, clothing, cleaning supplies, baked goods, shoes, sunglasses, I mean, you name it. But one of the more interesting sights we saw was the hanging and drying of very thinly sliced beef in the meat markets here in Zihuatanejo. We weren't quite sure what to make of it, especially given the stench that raw cow meat gave when being dried in the plus 35-degree heat. Although unappealing to us, I watched the locals fill their baskets and bags full of this dried meat, all while I giggled to myself, imagining this sort of thing taking place in Canada.
So we just found the kind of line that we need for bridal, and ours is, I mean, after 2 years of being anchored 100% of the time, I think it's worth spending $50 Canadian to get.
Yeah.
Our bridal's getting really gross.
It's horrible.
So, you see it's perfect. It's 3-strand, which is what you want because it has elasticity. I won't be able to pull it by hand, but you don't want something that has no elasticity like halyards or something, because then it'll shock load.
Yeah.
So you want it to be able to stretch, which is the perfect thing.
So for the non-sailors that watch, what is a bridle?
So the bridle basically takes away the stress from your windlass so that the chain isn't pulling on the windlass, and also takes away the stress from the chain. So, and then you can have 2 pieces of line that attaches to the chain, which we'll show you.
Yeah.
And then it takes the load off, the chain that's basically on the gypsy, which the gypsy is what turns the chain in and out inside the anchor locker or out. But that has an electric motor, and if you just left the chain on there and you anchored, in calm winds it'd probably be fine, but in heavy winds when you start pulling, it would put a lot of pressure and torsion on the motor, which is totally bad. So you put a hook on your chain, connect it to 2 pieces of this kind of rope, and then that goes to cleats, and then you put a bit more chain out so there's a dip in your chain, and then the tension's all on that hook and on those lines, which have, like I just said, elasticity, so it absorbs the shock, and it also doesn't yank hard on your anchor, and then you have a chance of dislodging your anchor and then drifting.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think they've seen us set it every single time, so yeah. Ours is horribly nasty, like full of barnacles and seaweed and mud from almost 2 seasons of using it, so we definitely need a new one.
Well, speaking of dragging and bridles, we came home to Sitka surprisingly having a little trouble with both of those things.
Okay, we came home from having a couple drinks with some friends, and this boat is like right off our stern, like 35 feet maybe. It might not look that crazy on GoPro, but it's way too close for comfort, that's for bloody sure. So we are lifting our anchor.
I just want to say for the camera that it's not this guy's fault, because he was there before us.
Yeah,
and
for
now
sure.
we're way closer, so something happened. There was a catamaran in front of us. I don't know if we moved. I mean, we have a rock now. We're at 6 to 1.
Yeah, something happened.
Don't really drag normally, so.
No.
Anyways, we're gonna re-anchor.
We're gonna re-anchor.
That's the smart thing to do.
Yes, too close, too close.
3 walls open then?
3 walls open, yes.
Below, one push and change.
Okay, are you gonna have enough room for me to go down below?
Yeah, because I'm gonna go for
Okay. This sucks. Something definitely happened because we were not that close to that guy earlier, and winds weren't crazy, so like we didn't drag. Like, I don't know, we were pretty close to a cat earlier. I mean, as in close, I mean like a reasonable distance as we are for every anchorage. And they're gone now, so they may have lifted anchor and accidentally unset ours. I don't know. Definitely not this guy's fault. Maybe our fault. I mean, we're not freaking perfect. We just dragged in Para, but yeah, it's always scary seeing your home close to another home. You know what I mean?
Okay, hon, come up.
Is it up?
Yeah, you can come up.
So Jay reported that the bridle actually did come off, so yeah, definitely on us. Okay. night and a half.
All right.
So that's 6 then.
Yeah. That's we're in 14 feet of water, so that's
So you wanna
120 feet.
You want to just tell them what happened quick?
Well, I don't know what happened.
Well,
we were
you
gone.
said that the bridle came off, so
Well, yeah, the bridle was off when I pulled the anchor chain, which I didn't know 2 seconds ago when I talked to you.
yeah,
But now we're in a lot better spot
yeah.
because we were literally like 15 feet
That's
from that
not-
bow. It's not good.
Not cool.
Luckily, nothing bad happened, but not ideal, to say the least.
Yeah, not ideal.
So yeah, now we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Smooth recovery, one might say. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know.
That bridle looks crossed.
Probably just switches. Boat life. Hello from Zihuatanejo. We have been here over a week now and we have not been filming as much as we should be. In all honesty, it is hard to film every aspect of your life all of the time. So we did take a little break and we were just enjoying everything Zihuatanejo has to offer. And if you guys are Shawshank Redemption fans, this place is actually where Andy and Red and the Shawshank wanted to escape to. They actually had a clip of it in the movie saying that they're going to escape to Zihuatanejo, Mexico, which is hilarious. My dad found that out and he sent a clip to me. So we decided to have a little bit of a filming day. We are doing a couple of errands today. Number one being we did call Helda, which is the lady that runs the fuel, water, propane, gas, like all of the necessities that you need. They have a little business here where they run them on pangas here out to you, so you don't do it yourself. It is a bit more expensive, but I mean, it's super duper convenient, so it is really nice. So we did call, made an order yesterday. They usually do take about a day to run around and get everything that you do need. We didn't order much, 15 liters of gas and I think 8 garrafons of water, or 7 maybe. And so those will be coming early this morning, and we're kind of just waiting for them to show up so that we can do that process. And we are starting to look at weather windows to kind of boogie down south. We are probably going to be hopping anchorages to El Europa, which is on the south side of the bay. We are on the north side at the moment.
And in Alropra, it's supposed to be a lot more clear of water so that you're able to swim and clean your hull, which is what we need to really do. So we'll probably be doing that within the next couple of days as well, and start looking at going to the next Anchorage, which in this case is going to be Acapulco. So yes, we are very excited, but we are really sad to be leaving Zihuatanejo. It is hands down our favorite Anchorage in Mexico. In every single place we've been into in Mexico, this is number one. This place is just, it's cruiser's paradise. It really is. And we've met a lot of really great cruisers here as well, but unfortunately most of them are going north as of actually the next couple days. So adios to you guys. It was so nice to meet you. And yeah, we start going south on our lonesome, except with our really good friends Josh and Cece. They are coming south with us. They're actually boogieing south really quick on Atlas. They're going through the canal at the end of this month, I do believe, or in May. So super crazy. But yeah, you meet such wonderful people doing this lifestyle, and I couldn't be more grateful to be here. For watching this week's episode of Sailing Sitka. Stick around for more to come. If you enjoyed, please spread the love and let us know. Special thank you to our Patreon members for making these videos possible, as well as helping our dreams come true. See you all next week.